Welcome back to the channel. This video is all about weathering your Locos and whether it's worth the extra buck in sending it away and getting somebody to do it for you. Weathering is not my forte, so for the price it costs I'd rather send them away and get them weathered, because I would never in a million years get them looking like those there. Just a disclaimer, I use two sources for my weathering: Scott at the Weathering Works, and I use GC Weathering. 90% of the work goes to the Weathering Works because he doesn't live too far from me, so it's ideal for me to just drop them off and pick them up as and when they're done. But Scott, he does a fantastic work for the money he charges. So before I start this, I've got a couple of items on eBay. So I've got two Class 37s Euro Phoenix livery, 37-800 and 37-884. Both are weathered. If you search on eBay for Batman Euro Phoenix Class 37, you should see both listings. So if you're interested, take a look on eBay. I did have 4 for sale, but the other 2 went pretty quick. So yeah, if you're interested, take a look on eBay. So I've got a couple of locomotives going round. They are all sound fitted, but I've turned the sound off for the purpose of me talking on this video. So I'm going to start with this one first. Deltic 55018 Ballymus. This one was weathered by GC Weathering. I think it cost me £40 plus postage, something like that. I attached the picture and they matched the picture as to what I wanted, but it's medium weathering, I would say. Done a fantastic job, exactly what I wanted. Come along to this next one. This is 55017 Durham Light Infantry. This was weathered by Scott at the Weathering Works. Now this cost me, at the time of making this video, it cost me £25. Like I say, I went and dropped it off, picked it up. We just look at the comparison. One was 25, the other one was 40. Both done a cracking job, but I know which one I prefer. Again, I sent a picture and he copied the picture. Took him about 6 weeks to do, because obviously he's pretty busy, he has other things to do. The one that's running past the screen now, 55005. Again, Scott did that one, and he also weathered the carriages. Bit of grime along the bottom, as they would run on the main line. Just wait for this one to go past. Again, I think he's done a fantastic job. This one here, the Class 50 Monarch. Again, Scott at Weathering Works, he weathered this for me. Again, £25. And just look at the workmanship on there. Like I say, I would never ever get anywhere close to that weathering. He has done a fantastic job. Again, I sent a picture and he copied the picture. Just wait for this Class 47 to come round. This is 47229. Again, Scott, the Weathering Works. He weathered this one, and he also weathered the tankers with a bit of graffiti here and there. And just look at the detail workmanship on those. Fantastic. Again, £25 for the Loco, and I think he charged me £10 per tanker or something like that. They're getting the paperwork out. It was something like it was no more than a tenner. But the work he's done is fantastic. At the minute I've got all the lights on in the shops and on the buses. I'll come down to this one here, 87015 Howard of Effingham. Again, Scott has weathered this one, just a light dusting along the bottom of the body. Etched nameplates from Fox Transfers. I tend to use Fox Transfers 99% of the time. Again, top quality. They live 5 minutes away from me, so I'll just ring them up, pop down and pick them up. I've had a few more figures come outside the pub there, bare chested, the geezer drinking. Few more cars. And what I've done there, I've done a billboard, the Jensen Motors. As those of you who follow my channel from the beginning, the names on the layout represent places within West Bromwich and the Black Country area. So Jensen used to have a factory in West Bromwich, shut early 80s, but that's just my little stamp on the history of West Bromwich, Jensen Motors. I don't know if I've showed these before, but the bikes, I had some new bikes. HST. Now this one has just been very lightly weathered. I have got another one which is medium weathering, but again, just very subtle. I don't want all my Locos looking dirty and grimy, even though in British Rail times that's how they would have been. Pan round here, so I've got the lights on in the snack bars, barn box, buses down there. Now as I pan round here, I bought this car off eBay. What I'll do, I'll put the chap's eBay name in the description, but I bought this. It's got lights on it. I don't know if you can see on the camera there. It's got lights front and back. I think I paid about 20 quid for that. Now I have had a go myself at putting some lights in vehicles, and my eyesight is not what it used to be. You can see I've got one up there with lights on, and I've got, coming, if I pan back round here, I've got an Arctic down there with lights on, and the bus. So yeah, I've done them myself, but it's quite a fiddly job. And again, for the sake of 20 quid, I'd rather somebody do it. I'll pay somebody to do it, rather than me mess it up. But again, a Zephyr there. My granddad used to have a Zephyr, late 60s, early 70s. This one is a dark blue, but he used to have a black one, a Zephyr 6. So we come round to this Class 08 shunter. This was done by GC Weathering. I had it renumbered to represent a shunter that, again, back in the 70s and 80s was based at Bescot. Used to see it a lot. Well, used to see it every 10 minutes going up and down. So I had it renumbered and weathered to a picture. I think that cost me about £75 to have that one done, with the renumbering and the weathering. I had sound fitted to it by Roads and Rails, Richard at Road and Rails. He fitted sound to it. Now this one here, Scott, the Weathering Works, he done this. I sent him away the truck with the cars and the straps already on, and I just said, Just make it look as if it would in normal day life. And look at that. I think he charged me about a tenner to do that. So for the sake of, say, 25 quid for the Locos, I would never get anywhere close to that. 10 quid for the truck. I think it's well worth your while. If you're not confident enough in doing it yourself, just send it away. Send them a picture of how you want it to look and they'll match it. Now the church up the corner, that was a resin kit. I think I mentioned this in my last video. That was a resin kit. I sent that away to Dan Everson. I sent away about 35 figures as well at the same time. I says, paint the church for me and paint me figures so it looks like a funeral scene. I think all in total, I think with the 35 figures and the church, it cost me about 350. So it's not cheap, but again, I would never get anywhere near the weathering on that. Absolute fantastic. Now my forte is scratch building. Just wait for this train to go past. Now I scratch built the funeral hearse. I did that out of just bits and pieces out of my scraps box. Again, very fiddly, but I could manage that with my eyes. So yeah, scratch build is my forte, but not weathering. I've just bought these lights off eBay, these signals. I'm not wired them up yet. I'm waiting for my switch to come this afternoon. So once that's wired up, I'll have them on. Again, from eBay. I put the chap's name in the description. Here's the wedding scene that I've done, and the ice cream van. Again with the ice cream van, took it apart, cut the window out and put a figure in. I think it looks more realistic than just out of the box. A few people, cones, it just makes the scene. It's class 101. This was weathered by Scott at the Weathering Works again. I sent a picture and he just matched it. This one coming round now, it's A4. Again, Scott did this. I asked for a very light weathering on this to run on the heritage line. Again, 25 quid. Lovely model though, it's a Hornby one. Again, I've sent it off to Roads and Rails. Richard there put sound in it. So what I'll do in a minute, I'll stop waffling and I'll put some of the sounds on the Locos. You've probably heard them before. Just adds to the video. Before I go, Hellion bought these out and I could not resist buying that. Had it from Rails of Sheffield. Over Christmas they had a discount code, so I added the discount code, knocked 30 quid off. And the reason I bought this one, I've actually driven this one on the Severn Valley line on the driver experience day. Again, if you look back in my videos, there's a video on there of me driving it on the day, and I highly recommend anybody going on the driver experience. I had a grin on my face from ear to ear that day, just driving this Loco. But I've left it in pristine condition. Just put a bit of track down on it so it looks okay. But yeah, apart from that, well, a few more cars. This is from Cult, C-U-L-T. Escort. They do a yellow one, a white one and a blue one, and limited edition. And to my surprise, when I opened the box, because the numbers are underneath, this is number 1. So I was quite pleased with that. I haven't got the blue one. I've got the white one, but I'm waiting on a case to come for that one. And I don't know what number that one is. But I'm not too bothered about checking them out the boxes. So I'll never sell them. So, just for my enjoyment. You know, my Astra GTE, that was the registration of my Astra GTE back in the mid-80s. I really wish I had that car now. I really do. It's probably one of the best cars I ever had. Black Astra GTE Mark 1. Fantastic car. And that was the actual registration on it. But I think from doing a bit of research, it was scrapped in early 90s. I sold it, I think 89, I bought it in 85, 3 months old. I sold it in 89, and probably the worst decision I ever made. I wish I'd have kept it. BMW there. I bought a new M440 and I was a bit cheeky. I says, I'm not going to buy it unless you give me one of them cars in the displays. And I don't think she could refuse the offer. No, yeah, that was part of the buying the car. I mean, the car wasn't cheap, but at least I got a free model out of it. Yeah, so what I'll do now, I'll start a few trains up and we'll have some sounds going. So if you've got any questions of anything you see on the layout, of where I've got it or how I've done it, then just pop it in the comments. Guess Motors, that was in Carter's Green, West Bromwich. Didn't look like that, but the name's on there and it represents something from West Bromwich. As the 47 goes past. Yep, so what I'll do now, I'll just have a few trains with the sounds on. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'll put links in the description to people I use my weathering services. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of them. It's just my choice. I choose to use them. So if you have any Locos, you know where to send them. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. I'll see you on the next one.